Well, this is going to be an unboxing video for the Bosch T4B gravity rise miter saw stand. I've seen about 100 of these unboxings. I'm not really sure if anybody gets anything out of them. I have in a few occasions, so I thought, well, what the hell. Little backstory on this. I was just at the Tampa Woodworking Show this past weekend, and there was a vendor there that had the saw and the stand on sale as a combo. North Point Tools out of Gainesville, Georgia. The guy I dealt with, his name is Dan. I highly recommend these people. They went above and beyond to help me out. They had 3 stands and 4 saws, and one guy went in there and bought 3 stands and 3 saws, all in one fell swoop, one guy. And that only left the 1 saw for me and no stand. So I considered just not bothering at that point, because without the stand it wasn't much of a deal. But Dan said, you know what? He said, I'll call into my shop right now, and I have 2 left at the shop, and I'll have them UPS it to you. Now, I had to pay the shipping, but even with the shipping, it was still much cheaper, and it was still a good deal to get the saw and the stand together. That was on Sunday. This is now Wednesday, and here's the stand sitting in my garage, or the box. Pay no attention to the condition of the box. This was of no fault to North Point Tools out of Gainesville, Georgia. This, I'm sure, is related to our friendly UPS carriers, because the thing weighs 90 pounds. So I'm sure they weren't overly happy to try and deal with it and deliver it. Anyway, I'll try and cut through all the BS, get to the important parts. I've already cut the box open just to get rid of the straps and everything. So it's the first time I've opened the box, and as you can see, it's packaged pretty nicely. Most of the parts are all right there. I'm going to remove these, and then I'll start the video again, and I'll try not to leave anything out. Well, I took the first layer off. There's the parts there. I'll show you a better layout of them once I get everything unboxed. Here's the next layer. The table, the pneumatic wheels, part of the lift mechanism. It's really packaged quite nicely. And it doesn't look like UPS damaged anything at this point, but I can't really tell. I'll let you know as I get further into it. Well, here it is all unboxed. There's what's left of the boxes. There's the saw, by the way. And everything looks to be in good order, I think. But interestingly enough, there's no instructions in the box. None. There's all the hardware. Came out of one bag. There's 5 bags and 1 loose bolt. And no instructions anywhere included in the box on how to assemble it. And no instructions on the side of the box or the bottom of the box on how to assemble it. So I think I'm going to have to go online and try and figure out if I can find some instructions. So I'll get back to you. Well, here it is completed. Didn't take very long at all to put it together. Pretty well thought out by Bosch. They did a lot of pre-assembly, as you saw when I did the unboxing. There is a couple of problem areas that I will point out to you. You see these bolts and nuts here? This is the nut side where it holds this large track on. And there's the bolts where it goes through this pivoting arm. This arm pivots. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Well, the washer and the nylocks have to go inside that track. And if you're any normal sized human being, your fingers are not going to fit in there. So you're going to have to use a pair of needle nose pliers to hold those in there while you run the bolts down on this side. And you have to be very careful because it will cross thread. So that's really the only problem area. There's those 4 basically up here, and there's 4 more down at the bottom. You have a total of 8 of them that you have to screw with like that. Operation's pretty clear cut. Move the lever. It's gravity basically. Pull this back and tilt it up. Let go of the arm and it locks in place. Like so. And then obviously the extensions will pull out. It also has a built-in saw stop or a board stop. You can pull it up so that if you want to set predetermined stops, you can control the length by the arm. Have the board hit here, and then you have repeatable cuts. And then just to put it back in place, you just tilt down and let it go, and it drops right back into place. Operates pretty well. I'm kind of happy with it so far. The next step is going to be, one little thing, make sure you lock this lever down once it's extended, because that's sort of a reinforcement brace from the front to give it more rigidity. Don't forget that. If it's loose, this will slide back and forth. So you want to make sure you lock that down. And one last thing I'll leave you with. The tires. I've watched a bunch of videos on this thing, and every video that I saw, everybody said pneumatic tires. Those are not pneumatic tires. Those are solid rubber tires. I don't know where they got pneumatic from, but they're not. Not that it matters. These work very, very well. But I don't want you to think they have Schrader valves and you fill them full of air, because they don't. So that's it. That's pretty much the whole assembly. I don't think it took me, keep in mind, I did not have the instructions included in the package. So I had to go on the internet, go to the Bosch's website, download. It's like 36 pages long, believe it or not. But it doesn't take long at all to put it together. It's fairly straightforward. So appreciate you looking at it. Appreciate you watching my video. Like it if you like it. Thumb down if you don't. Appreciate it, y'all. Take care.